Grand rising to everyone. And how is everybody doing? Tonya, how are you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Paula. How
Excellent.
are you?
Well, listen to me. It's 5 a.m. in the morning and I am hot. If you hear this buzzing in the background, guys, it's my fan. I cannot sit here without the fan. It is hot. So,
Mm,
I'll turn the fan off when we're doing our little
yeah,
segments.
okay.
But for
How's
now,
everybody in the room?
well, I see the usual suspects, our favorite people: Rashida, Halima, Anu, Golden Era.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
Um,
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you for your presence.
Precious, Empress, nice. Very, very good having everyone. And the beautiful thing about these
Namaste to all.
meditations, yeah, the beautiful thing about these meditations is there's no fake people here. There's no wannabes here. There's a real people who wake up knowing that we are going to come into community for an hour or so and have committed to doing so. And that is such a powerful thing.
Yes.
And I just want everyone to know that I truly appreciate you. You are as committed to this as the other people are committed to their World Cup.
Now, I have to admit, I've been watching the games. There's a lot going on.
A lot, a lot going.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, a lot going on. I watch the politics around the game, and it's very indicative of what goes on in the world where there is corruption and people feel powerless to do anything about it. People feel like they can't make a difference. Well, I see, the corrupt people being corrupt with each other is triggering them calling each other on their corruption, which is very interesting. The French president calling FIFA on their corruption. And I'm like, oh, okay. So it's an interesting play. But we're not here to talk about the World Cup. We're here to build our own egregore with our breath, with our intentions, with our voice, with our hearts, with the coherence with each other, with the coherence with Mother Earth. So, welcome and thank you all. I want to
Mm.
hand over to you, Tonya, to do today's reflections. We are going to do today. Dr. Claudette is unavoidably absent, but she has shared with Tonya the information, the Evo information, or insights on the 5-5, and so that will be shared with you as well. Then we're going to do a little bit of excerpt. I'm going to share a little excerpt from the New Earth Leadership training that I just did. I just want to congratulate all the members of the New Earth Leadership cohort 1 that are going to be graduating tomorrow. I see some of them online. Big up yourself. It was really a very powerful 4-month container. No, I didn't teach anybody how to wave magic wands or go retrieve their soul fragments. What we were talking about was the science, the physics behind um, New Earth and how we can use our breath, our voice, our spine to influence this field that we're living in. So I want to encourage anybody else who's interested. We are going to be kicking off another um, cohort soon. We're going to align it with the Lionsgate portal. Sirius is rising. Okay, so listen out for that. The New Earth leadership will be nothing like current leadership, which is based on voting, which is based on politics, which is based on economics, which is based on influence. New Earth leadership is going to be persons with gifts, with a yearning, with a knowing, stepping forward to take on their role as New Earth leaders, to embody their roles as New Earth leaders, to fill the gaps that they see that they are able to fill because of their gifts, because of their insight, because of their ability to see the gaps. So that's what it's all about. So you can look out for that. Continue to watch my YouTube channel and IG. And I have just created a WhatsApp channel, um, because it's too bulky on my device to manage multiple WhatsApp groups and broadcasts. So I'm just going to create a channel. So if you're interested, then all you do is on WhatsApp, you follow my channel, which is 876-593-1313. And I'll put that in the description. I'll type it here as well. Tonya, can you type in the comment section my phone number? 876
Mm-hmm.
593
593.
1313. All
Okay.
right.
Yes.
Hi, Tammy. I'm just realizing that it's you. Welcome.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. So, without further ado, I'm going to hand over to Tonya for this morning's
Okay.
reflections.
Okay. Thank you, Paula. And thanks again to everyone who's joining us on the live. We always love to see you on the live. However, couple of quick announcements. I'm not salesperson, but I will say, as you all know, I do drink some tea because sometimes I mention my little tea bag readings. But today, I'm actually talking about Wellness Experience Jamaica, the Jamaican Armor Blend, courtesy of the great Paula Herlock. And so, for those of you who've had your tea, please let us know your experience with the tea. I have to say, I've been drinking this tea for a couple of years now, and it never occurred to me. I'm like, Paula, why aren't we talking about the tea when we do these lives? So,
Yes.
anyway, I have my tea here. I've been drinking it warm.
Nice. Very nice, Tonya.
I'm down to my last bag.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to need a refill soon. But
Yeah. Yeah. You know what, Tonya? You were at my very first retreat. And at all my retreats,
exactly.
I serve that tea. And every time, we serve that tea for 5 days, 5 nights. As soon as people
Right.
enter the property, we give them tea, and they know that they're going to get tea in the night and in the morning. And everybody sends back a message when they get back home and said they just did some blood work and the blood work was excellent. And I'm always blown away that just by 5 days, there can be that much of a shift. This is important now because of the fact that we're moving into a very specific timeline. We're going to be New Earth leaders. Our organs, our biofield has to be clear and strong. So the tea actually does that because it strengthens and nourishes the organs very powerfully, and it gets rid of the parasites.
Mhm.
Parasites lower your vibration. So Tonya, I've just taken over your your promo.
My public service announcement, eh? Okay. Terrific. Hey, that means both of us were saying the same thing. So reach out to Paula, get your tea. Whenever you're in Jamaica, get your tea. Okay. And we're gonna work this thing from the inside out. Right. So on that note, we're gonna begin the reflections. As Paula already said, we're in the 5-5 portal, and this is month 5 on our Igbo calendar. And the theme for this month is basically we're looking at the sword, right? The year of the sword. I'm not going to go too much into it now, but a little of what Dr. Claudette shared with us is that the sword cuts. I'm going to actually read what she sent us because this will lead us into the reflection. No illusion is to be tolerated. No vague generalization about spirit will suffice. The sword cuts. And the lesson uh, theme is whoever pries into the supreme spirit will in the end find their chi. So we're right now finding ourselves again in a state of transition, of growth, of evolution, which is always happening, right? Unless we do something to block it or interrupt it. But if we allow life to flow as it should, we will always be in the right place at the right time, under the right conditions for our growth, our evolution, and our expansion. And ultimately, whatever is divinely timed, if we are aligned, it not only benefits us, it benefits everyone that we encounter. So we actually can take everything that we receive and be open to sharing it. Because guess what? We're going to encounter others that are on a similar vibration, right? So the love you put out, the love you'll receive back. The joy you put out, the joy you'll receive back. If you're walking in peace, you'll encounter peace. And this is how we create. When we speak about new earth leadership, we're not necessarily speaking about leading others, right? But what we're looking at to fine tune and to discern is our ability to lead ourselves, to know ourselves, to be an example, leadership by example, be living proof of the divine, living proof that unconditional love is real, living proof that we can be grateful no matter what, under all conditions and all circumstances, and have the ability to see beyond the illusion, to see beyond the quote unquote facts, and have a clear view and knowledge of truth. And so at this time, we're going to transition to Paula coming back and beginning the breath work, leading us into the meditation for today. Thank you, Paula. Okay, unmute now, Paula.
Okay, sorry about that. I have multiple devices working with. So we are, I wanted to do quickly before we do any further, go any further. I wanted to just give you a tiny little excerpt from one of the lectures on the New Earth Leadership Training. And the reason why I want to share it with you is because it becomes more relevant with every passing day. Today's new moon, is not one of those sweet, gentle new moons where, we sing kumbaya and we're happy and smiling and sending love and light. It's one of those challenging new moons where there's going to be um, friction in relationships and just friction overall. When you are aware of these natural cycles, then you are not bewildered because you understand that some of it is not really you, it's just how the cosmic configurations are impacting you and others. And you just gently resolve to walk through it, because this too shall pass. Now, one of the main things that we are here doing when we get together is we are creating a an energetic firewall against negative energy. When we come into coherence with each other, when our intentions are clear for heaven on earth, we are coming together and building an egregore of heaven on earth. So, without further ado, let me just jump into just a few pages of my last, well, my May lecture. And it says, you are the key that holds the frequency to unlock the 5D reality. And basically, what we're talking about here, let me expand it fully, is that we, with our meditations, are basically stabilizing the grid, right? Through our holding of frequency, right? We are key holders. So a stable grid plus protected frequency plus conscious key holders, which is us, equals the dimensional shift. So our role as New Earth leaders is, first of all, to be stabilizers, holding coherence amid chaos, right? Then we also play a role as a protector, maintaining frequency integrity. And then we play a role as key holders, unlocking 5D access points through personal alignment. All right, then we move into the next page. So the progression is personal sovereignty. You have to strengthen your field and integrity, because, as they say, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You have to, and this is why we ask and we besiege and we beg people to detox themselves and feed their bodies with natural food, fruits, vegetables, lots of water. Because when your body is strong, your biofield is also strong. Okay? So, personal sovereignty, your field integrity. Then there's grid connection, when we link to Earth's matrix. And we do that when we breathe in these meditations, when we visualize the light coming in through the crown and exiting between our legs and going straight into the earth. That is us connecting to Earth's matrix. Okay? Then there is stabilization, where we hold the frequency during shifts. And when I say shifts, I mean astrological shifts, new moon, full moon, all of that, each month, each week, right? And then, last but not least, timeline editing, which is where we actually consciously create reality with our thoughts and with our affirmations. All right. So why stabilization first? You cannot edit timelines from a wobbly platform. Your grid must be stable. Your frequency must be protected and your key calibrated. All right. Now, timeline loops as grid destabilizers. What weakens the 5D matrix? Guys, you will not believe this. Everything that we are looking at on our socials is contributing to grid destabilization. Yeah, everything. That's what causes us personally to be looping and looping and looping and looping. Yeah, right. The repetitive trauma patterns So everybody's telling us about trauma and mother wound and father wound, and we say, "Oh yes, I have that," and then you take on the label, and then you go and continue watching things on mother wound and father wound, and trauma and sexual and and you keep you get stuck into that loop. That looping, which is repetitive trauma patterns, is equal to the energy leaks in ley lines. So when you put down your energy into the grid and you think you're stabilizing it, the system, the social media system, the blue light is pulling at your energy and leaking. And that is what weakens the ley lines, the earth grids. Can you understand now how significant social media is in destabilizing the earth grid and in preventing us as humans from coming together in a powerful way and shifting reality? I hope you can see it now. I'm sharing this because I really want everyone to start looking at how they are interacting with the socials and how much power they are giving away energetically. When you understand it, then you pull back, right? Even the World Cup is a huge energy harvesting machinery, and it's going on from July 11th until when it ends. 40, 50, 60 million people getting angry or getting sad or getting happy about their team. That is being harvested, right? It's very important for us to understand this. Collective fear cycles, frequency interference, and that is happening when we see wars starting, epidemics beginning, storms approaching, chaos like that. Then we have personal stagnation, which is linked to the repetitive trauma patterns where we stagnate in the label that we give ourselves, right? And when that means what we're feeding into the grid is stagnant energy, right? And then the last one, organizational resistance, where we have short circuits in the collective field, right? So your mission today, find the loops, stabilize your frequency, edit the timeline, strengthen the grid, right? Very simple. And here is our the final things that I'm sharing today. A little toolkit, protected, edited, intention, breath, voice, now with grid stabilization protocol. So grid anchored intention is not just what I want, but what stabilizes the grid. Example, I intend the timeline where this healing stabilizes the collective grid. And I think we've been doing that on these portal meditations when we come together. But I just wanted you to understand how very powerful what we do in these morning meditations is when it comes to stabilizing the grid. Protected breath patterns. You notice every time we do these meditations, we do breath work. Breathing reinforces grid integrity while editing. The technique is to inhale grid stability, hold edit command, and exhale with protection. And then, last but not least, the voice as a frequency lock. Vocalization that locks in or edits while maintaining grid coherence. So, I just wanted to share that so that we can understand how powerfully we are impacting the grid, the earth grid, the light grid surrounding the earth. as well as our personal field when we come together and have these meditations. All right. So I'm encouraging everyone, if you wanted to participate in the New Earth Leadership before, we're going to have the second cohort coinciding with the Sirius Rising and the Lion's Gate in August, end of July into August. The end of July, around the 26th to about the 12th of August, is when the Lion's Gate is. They say it peaks on their 8-8. I'll tell you when it peaks, okay? When the time comes, I will share that information with you ahead of time. We are going to start the next New Earth Leadership course around that time, so you can look out for that. This is all very important because they're stepping up their game, but nature is also stepping up her game. Um, the solar flares are strong. The Schumann's resonance is still crazy, which means our DNA is being edited. And so when we're consciously aware of the editing and aware of our role, then we embody it a little more powerfully, because we understand that even just little old us in our living room, in our bedroom, we're impacting what happens on this planet very powerfully. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to turn back over to Tonya to speak a little bit on the 5-5, the Igbo perspective. Then we're going to do our sound bath, breath work, and go into the silence. All right, Tonya.
Okay, thank you, Paula. Thank you for sharing that excerpt on the New Earth leadership and our various roles.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to go back to the content that Dr. Claudette shared with us with relationship to the Igbo calendar month 5, Anwa Agwu, the month of the Holy Spirit. It is also known as Spirit as Cosmic Designer. So it's actually the 5th month of 13 in the Anwa life process of Igbo Cal 5004. And these dates come from the Igbo calendar that we shared with you some months back. So if you don't have it, we'll also include that link as well for those of you who want to follow the Igbo calendar. But in the cosmological sequence, it follows Anwa Ano, the month of gathering and form, and precedes Anwa Ife Jioku, where the spiritual realm differentiates into Chi, Muo, and Madu. Agwu, therefore, occupies a precise hinge in the life process. Now I'm reading directly from the content. It is the month of arrangement, order, building, and the setting of structures. So notice what you may be experiencing in your own life, or maybe feeling inner calling or prompting to begin to create arrangement and order, or even lay the foundations for building some sort of structure in your life, as Paula referred to having a stabilized foundation, stabilizing the energetic grid within yourself, first and foremost, right? And then everything evolves from there. So the 5th month is along that same principle. The name Agwu, and it's spelled Agwu, carries the weight of the Igbo divine intelligence responsible for design. Okay. A healer, a trickster, a diviner, an architect of the invisible. So we're not necessarily promoting or talking or exposing everything. But this is order and arrangement and building that is going on within us first, right? This is in that secret place of the Most High, if you will. It's the inner work that we're doing, the work that's done in the invisible, where we are creating from within. So when the Igbo Cal names this the month of the Holy Spirit and calls its practitioners to celebrate cosmic design, it is inviting a deep engagement with the question: who designs life and by what intelligence is community made? And I'll leave it there so we can reflect on that throughout the coming days. And I'll repeat it one more time. Who designs life? And by what intelligence is community made?
I love that, Tonya. Thank you so much. It ties right back in with that little excerpt that I just gave, where we recognize that us and our connection to divine source are the ones that can create reality. So this is actually showing us how much we coincide with natural time. The Igbo have organized their calendar in such a way that there is a progression, almost like the progression that I just described, and we're differentiating. So now we're moving into this period of the Holy Spirit where we get a chance to cultivate our spirit before we move into a more, you know, density related activity next month, right? So I love it. I just typed in the comment section where you can go. Dr. Claudette's organization is called unuchi.org, and they have set up an area where you can view the calendar. There is also an app that you can download so you can get a daily update of what calendar day is, what is the theme of the day, what is the element of the day, what is the direction of the day. This helps us to be more aligned with what's going on around us naturally. You know, today is a fire day or today is a water day. You know that yes, you can go out with fire or you must move like water, or you know, your best
Yes.
aspects are in the north or in the west or in the
Right.
south. Those are the things that the Igbo calendar help you to, you know, guide you during the week, during the day, as to how to move. So
Yes.
that's
And also, let me just quickly add,
sure.
um, it's a good point to mention that for those of you who really enjoyed and learned and benefited from the presentations that Dr. Claudette gave when she would have been joining us on these portal meditation days, we are currently, Dr. Claudette, Paula, and I working on a EboCal wellness seminar series, so that will be coming very soon, where monthly there will be a seminar that's you can register for. And we're going to be delving into the practical use of the calendar
Yeah.
along with the principles of Igbo culture, traditions, and wisdom, and bringing it forward into today's times. So
This
we'll be presenting it in a way that is relevant and usable and practical for incorporating it into daily life as we know it. So
yes,
it's going to be extremely exciting. Stay on the lookout for that when registration opens, because you that's definitely something you want to be a part of.
right. It's going to coincide with the 6/6. So it's going to be next month. And so right after our 6/6 portal, that seminar will take place. And guys, that's because we recognize how much AI, ancestral intelligence, is
Yeah.
being wasted by not knowing. We're just so caught up in the Western culture, which we know is is decaying and is prone to decay. And so we're reaching back into the ancient stuff and bringing it forward so that us people in the West can be guided by these principles and live by these principles so that we will connect more fully with nature and with the natural cycles. So listen out for that. All right. Thank you, Tonya. And so we're going to get to that part now of the meditation where we'll do our breath work. Remember, the breath work is not just something decorative that we do, it's a real thing. It brings our heart and our brain into coherence. It helps to synchronize the left and right hemisphere. And breath work actually also strengthens our electromagnetic field because our heart is the biggest generator of our electromagnetic field. When we breathe intentionally, we strengthen that field and we enlarge it, right? When we do it together, we are exciting and strengthening the earth grid and also the light grid. So today I'm going to teach you a different breathwork sequence that one of our new earth leaders shared with us during the training and was very effective. So I'm sharing it today. So now pay attention. We are going to breathe in to a count of 5, hold for 1, and breathe out to a count of 7, hold for 1, breathe in to a count of 5, hold for 1, breathe out to a count of 7, hold for 1. Right? We're going to do that 2 times. Then we're going to breathe in to a count of 6, hold for 1, breathe out to a count of 8, hold for 1. Breathe in to a count of 6, hold for 1. Breathe out to a count of 8, hold for 1. Then after that, we're going to breathe in to a count of 7, hold for 1. Breathe out to a count of 9, hold for 1. Breathe in to a count of 7, hold for 1. Breathe out to a count of 9, hold for 1. Then we're going to breathe in for a count of 8, hold for 1. Breathe out to a count of 10, hold for 1. Breathe in to a count of 8, hold for 1, and breathe out to a count of 10, hold for 1. And then we're going to automatically go into the silence. I won't say a thing more. We'll be in the silence for a while, and it's going to be very profound silence. I promise you. Okay? So I know it sounds complicated, but just follow. Okay? Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. And for this sequence, it's easier when you breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. So by the time we get to that 10 count, when you're breathing out through the mouth, it's going to be very nice and easy. Okay? So let's get our spines nice and straight. Neck stacked over the spine. Head stacked over the neck. Okay? And if you can cross the legs, you can cross them. And we are going to begin through the nose. Inhale through the nose and exhale gently through the lips. All right? Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. hold, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold. Inhale for 7 this time, for 6 this time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Exhale for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Again for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Exhale for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Inhale for 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Exhale for 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. Inhale for 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Exhale for 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. Inhale for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Exhale for 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. Inhale for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Exhale for 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Final inhale for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale for 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we go into the silence. As we sit here in coherence with each other, we acknowledge the presence of the divine benevolent ancestors, the angelic realm, our spirit guides, our higher self, and our connection to divine source. We continue to breathe in the cosmic divine light from the heavens, incorporating it into our bodies through the crown and going down our chakras, our spinal column, and filling our biofield, our aura field, with powerful cosmic codes, codes for clearing, codes for healing, codes for activating our field, codes for clearing, codes for healing, and codes for activating our chakras, our nervous system, our organ system, our endocrine system. With every breath we take consciously and in the state of coherence, all of our body systems are upgraded, all the way down to our cellular level, our DNA level, and our mitochondria. And while we connect to Mother Earth, we are also nourished by the magnetic energy that is being produced at the core of Mother Earth. We take that in as well through our feet and through the root chakra. We pull that up into our bodies. And in this moment, we are in energetic continuity with the cosmic planetary bodies and the Earth's magnetic energy. We are the conduits, and we automatically become the transmitters when the energy is built to a certain level. So visualize yourself now pulsing with the electric energy from the cosmic light and pulsing with the magnetic energy of Mother Earth. This connection, you are telling Mother Earth, I am here. I am nourishing you with cosmic light from the heavens above. And Mother Earth acknowledges you. She feels you. She knows you. What you are doing is signaling to Mother Earth that you are here. Mother Earth will now take you into consideration as she stabilizes. How does Mother Earth stabilize? She stabilizes through quake activity, through volcanic activity. So as we connect to Mother Earth, we assist her in stabilizing the earth grid in a way that is not detrimental to the collective, to the human collective. We affirm that Mother Earth continues to calibrate and recalibrate her energy grid gently. We use our voice to affirm safety and protection for humanity, and we use our voice to speak into being peace, prosperity, and protection for all peoples. May justice come to all peoples. May corruption be checked. May we continue with our energy, our voice, and our intentions. May we continue to glitch the existing matrix, dismantling it so that another more durable, more equitable scenario can evolve organically that serves the people of this planet in an equitable manner. This transition will not be smooth and easy. It may be chaotic, and we are prepared for that because all of us here are chaos stabilizers. In the midst of the chaos, we will remember who we are, the holders of frequency, the grid stabilizers, energy stabilizers. We continue to stabilize Mother Earth, and we will play a role in stabilizing the chaos that may arise around us, whether it's natural or man-made. It doesn't matter. When you embody your role as a stabilizer, you understand that you just step into that role and stabilize. You stabilize with your breath, you stabilize with your voice, and you stabilize with your intention. So, as we wrap up this morning's meditation, we are going to move into our roles as transmitters of love and light. In this moment, we send love and light to any body, any person, any groups of persons that are undergoing any kind of pain and suffering. We send love and light to those that are taking their final breath on this planet. And we send love and light to all the souls that are coming into this earth and are taking their first breath, because they will also need our support and our love and our light. We continue to visualize our love and light radiating from us, the point of light. And all of us represent a speck of light on this planet. All of us here are interconnected also by light. And we have formed a grid around this planet. So, with every breath that we continue to take, that grid strengthens and that point of light expands outward until Earth is enveloped by a beautiful grid of light that we create to strengthen the existing light grid. And we breathe here for a few more moments. Knowing that our breath, our voice, and our intentions this morning have done more for the earth than we can possibly imagine. That the work we have done here is also benefiting our bloodline, our children, our parents, our siblings, and our entire family unit and bloodline. And that the work that we have done here is also impacting our locality, our community, our city, our state, and our country. There are hundreds and thousands of other meditations like this taking place at this moment. My declaration this morning is that these energies and these meditations and groups are all coalescing to form a coherent and contiguous light grid around the planet. And that the egregore of heaven on earth is growing even stronger. So that everybody taking place in these meditations will be safe, marked safe energetically. And by us being marked safe, the ones around us and in our vicinity will also be marked safe. That our healing will continue and the healing of humanity will also continue. And so it is. This brings us to the end of this morning's meditation. A little bit different than normal, but still just as powerful. Tonya, would you like to share anything?
Actually, no.
I
Just reminding everyone to just be at peace no matter what.
very important. Very, very important. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all for being in the silence with me, Antonia. Thank you all for doing this work, this very powerful work. I understand if you can't speak right now because you're deep in, and so I don't want to disturb your meditation. Please feel free to spend a few more minutes in silence. And I don't always ask this, but today I'm going to ask you to send this meditation out To as many people as you think would sit and do it, ask them to sit and do this full meditation in silence just before bed tonight or any day for the rest of this week because we are still in the energy of the new moon. Thank you all
Mm.
so very much. Thank you so much, Tonya.
Mm. Om
Ladies and
Shanti,
gentlemen,
Shanti, Shanti.
have a wonderful, wonderful day and see you all very soon. Thank you, everyone. I see everybody trail. I see Tammy. I see Mudiwa.
Mm.
You all for being here. Thank you.
Thank you.